What's going on, lovely people? If you saw my Xingqiu guide, I mentioned towards the end that there are combos specific to each character that you can perform to make sure that you're getting the most damage out of Vaporize, and I felt like it would be kind of cool to compile all of those into one video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to always vape, or how to get the most damage out of all of your Vaporize combos with Xingqiu and all the DPS pyro units in the game. Before we talk about the first character, the reason why this is important is because it's going to multiply your damage by 1.5 times at 0 elemental mastery, so it's going to really help with your damage output and increasing that. Also, Xingqiu himself is just an awesome unit that you should always be using with pyro characters. So if you want to maximize your damage in Spiral Abyss and be able to kill things a lot faster, make sure you pay attention to the tips in this video. To start off, we're going to use deluge. To max out the amount of damage you're going to be able to do with Xingqiu and his Q, you're going to want to follow this combo. You're going to start off with Xingqiu's E, followed by Xingqiu's Q, then deluxe Q, auto, E, auto, auto, E, auto, auto, E, auto, 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 and that's going to get you the most damage on deluge with Xingqiu. You can cut out one of the autos and just go auto E, auto E, auto E, but you should only really use this if you're trying to wrap up an Abyss run or switch deluge out as quick as possible. Moving on now, let's take a look at Hu Tao. Hu Tao's awesome because her combination isn't complicated at all. Check this out. The combo is N1C, which is just normal attack into charged attack, and all you're going to do is normal charge to normal charge to normal charge, and every single time you should be vaporizing with Xingqiu. It's going to really up your damage as Hu Tao. Just know that if you're doing this with shangling and also using her Q, then they will overtake the Hydro Aura with Pyro, and it won't work anymore. Klee's situation is a little bit complicated, and as someone who doesn't have Klee, I did have to reach out to some other people to get them to test it for me, and I ended up reaching out to Klee mains to verify all my information here. The clip you're going to see on screen now is this first combo that we're looking at, which is a C6 Xingqiu that allows us to use N2 charged, N2 charged, N1 charged, and be able to maintain Vaporize on every single charged attack while you're using skills. However, if you don't have C6 Xingqiu, you're going to run into trouble with Klee overriding the Hydro application by using too much Pyro with their skills. So essentially, if you don't have C6 Xingqiu, then you need to either not use Klee's skills or you need to only use N1 charged attack. If you don't have C6 Xingqiu and you do have C1 Klee, then the random spark is going to make Pyro Aura apply regardless of withholding skills, so you might as well go in and use skills anyways if you have C1 Klee and not C6 Xingqiu. Next, we're going to go ahead and show Yanfei's. I feel kind of bad for Yanfei because Yanfei kind of fell off when Klee got her rerun, so a lot of people haven't been using her as much, but I do feel like she's a great unit, and for those of you who are still using her, keep persevering and keep showing the world what Yanfei's capable of. Her combo actually depends on the distance you are from the enemy, but generally speaking, the most consistent combo is going to be 1-2-3 charged attack.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Moving on now to 4-star Yoimia, we're going to talk about her combo, and hers is actually going to be really easy. Every time you apply Hydro with a Xingqiu sword, it's going to be reset by Amber's charge shot, so all you have to do is use her charge shot when they already have Hydro on them, auto attack one single time, and then charge shot again, and that's going to just keep reapplying Hydro for you to Vaporize. So you either E with Xingqiu first, or you use his Q, auto once, and then charge attack, auto, charge attack, auto, charge attack.
So quick to flee.
Next on the list is Shangling, and hers is pretty dang easy actually. The thing is with Shangling, she applies a ton of Pyro. As long as you're always auto attacking, you shouldn't run into any problems consistently Vaporizing with Xingqiu. But if you decide to do any charged attack combos while both Guoba and Q are up, then that's going to cause a problem for the Pyro application, where it'll actually end up overriding the Hydro application in some cases. So after searching Keqing mains, Shangling mains, and testing things myself, I couldn't come up with a consistent combo because overall she attacks so fast that the Hydro application will be reapplied fast enough to constantly vape with Pyro. So the next person on the list is going to be C6 Bennett, and a lot of people don't really know that you can run Bennett as a DPS, but you absolutely can, especially at C6 with the amount of damage buff he gets, pyro damage bonus, all of that stuff. Though I will give you a little bit of a disclaimer, Melt Bennett is going to be a little bit better, but that's not what this video is about. The nice thing about Bennett and Xingqiu together is that Xingqiu is always going to overwrite Bennett's pyro, so it'll mean that Bennett can always vaporize with Xingqiu no matter what. You just have to hit him a couple times and eventually it's going to overtake the pyro application. But if you do want to be extra efficient, you can wait just long enough to where the pyro disappears and then use Xingqiu's E, and that will make it so you start off vaping and you don't have to necessarily waste those vapes. So much like this clip in the background that I have my wonderful friend Callie record for me, go check her out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Callie41. You can just spam normal attacks if you want to. That being said, it's technically going to be better damage if you N1 into E and then N3 E. So basically normal attack once, uncharged E, normal attack, uncharged E again, and basically just spam that to get as many vaporizes off as you can. And another thing to think about is that when you're using Xingqiu with Bennett, you can actually use Bennett's Q and then switch to Xingqiu to snapshot his Q so you get the damage buff, and that'll also help Xingqiu do more damage even when he's off the field. The only pyro character I haven't talked about yet is Xingqiu, and I really shouldn't have to explain that one. But if you don't know, her pyro damage output is bad, so you don't even really want to bother vaporizing with her. You want to focus on physical damage, so that's where that comes from. Anyways, that's it. That's the video. We're going to be doing a ton of stuff with Yoimia when she comes out, so stay tuned. You will be getting an addition to this video that shows her best combinations and for melts as well. I'm doing a Gene Skin giveaway on Twitter. You can go ahead and find that link in the description. And that giveaway will happen live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Braxophone. If you guys are interested in seeing more Genshin Impact content, make sure to like and subscribe down below. And that's it. See you guys.